It's easy to add structural steelwork and openings to your drawing. In this video, I'll show you how to insert steel beams into a timber upper floor of a new build. The process is similar if you want to add a glulam beam to your drawing. To get started, click on the Openings and Steelwork button on the Architectural tab. Select the type of opening or steelwork you want from the menu. I'm going to select Steel Beams and Columns. There's only one screen in the Steel Beams and Columns component builder. This screen prompts you to select a specification. You'll notice a range of specifications available depending on the location of the beams. I'm going to use the Steel Beams to Timber Upper Floors specification. Once you've clicked on your chosen specification, click Finish. The Extra Items window will come to the fore of the screen. From the Extra Items screen, you can select and draw your beam. First, you'll need to select a steel beam assembly based on the number of sides needing plastering and decoration. As my beams will be concealed within the floor, no additional plastering and decoration is needed, so I'm going to click on the plus icon next to Steel Beams to Timber Upper Floors. As you can see, there are also options for steel beams which are encased on 1, 2 or all sides. You can now select a beam from the range of different sizes and weights. Note that BuildingWorks has not performed any engineering calculations, so you will need to ensure you select the correct beam for your job. Locate the appropriate size and weight of beam and click on the Draw button underneath. BuildingWorks is now ready to draw the beam. The instructions ask you to click to place the start point. As my beam bears onto this wall, I'm going to locate the end point on the internal corner of the wall. Click the left mouse button to place the start point of the beam. The instructions now ask you to click to place the next point. Ignore the outside message, it's more relevant when drawing elements such as walls. The justification of my beam is correct in this instance, but if you need to change the justification to place the opposite side of the beam, or indeed the centre of the beam, you can select a different justification option from the justification drop-down box. Once you're happy with the justification, locate the perpendicular point on the opposite wall. This will ensure that your beam is straight. Click the left mouse button to place the next point. Then press the escape key once you've finished drawing the steel beam. Now I'm going to repeat this process to place the second beam. To draw another beam of the same specification, middle click on the scroll wheel of your mouse. This tells BuildingWorks to repeat the last action. BuildingWorks is now ready to draw another beam. The instructions ask you to click to place the start point. Now we're going to use the Y coordinate of this corner of the external leaf of the wall to place the start of the beam. If I mouse over the endpoint, then slowly move my mouse to the left, you'll see a line appears. BuildingWorks is locking the cursor to the Y coordinate of the corner of the wall. If I switch on nearest snap mode using this button to the top right of the screen, I can then find a nearest snap point on the inner leaf of the wall. Click to place the start point of the beam. The instructions now ask you to click to place the next point. As before, find the perpendicular point on the opposite wall and click to place the end of the beam. Press the escape key on your keyboard to finish drawing this beam. Once the beams are in place, you can add sundry items to the estimate, such as padstones and plant, using the Extra Items window. Minimise the list of beams by clicking the minus icon. Then scroll down the Extra Items window and you'll find options for brick bedding, padstones and plant to lift the steel. I'm going to add some padstones to the estimate. If you mouse over the resources, BuildingWorks displays a detailed description of them, so you know exactly what you're selecting. Using the arrows, select the number you need. You can also add a beam lifter or crane. Now save your drawing. Click the Save As Project button. Enter a name for this version of your project, and then click Save. Now it's your turn. Add some steelwork to your drawing. Go to the Architectural tab and click Openings and Steelwork. Select the type of steelwork or beam from the menu, then select the best specification for your job. Choose how many sides of the steelwork are encased, then select the correct size and weight of steelwork from the Extra Items window. Click the Draw button underneath the beam to start drawing. Follow the instructions on screen to place the steelwork. When inserting columns, you'll need to enter a length for the column before placing and rotating the column on your drawing. Finally, estimate any sundry items by scrolling down the Extra Items window and entering the rate quantity of any extra items you need.